Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. I am doing a response to a live that was done by Shema TV, and it was entitled, The Best Thing You Ever Did for Your Mother. The best thing you ever did for your mother. I thought I should record my own response. My response would be, obviously, there are quite a number of things that I've done for my mother, but I believe one of the best things I've ever done for my mother right now, she is 60-something. I don't want to mention the years, but anyway, she's around 66 years old. So when I was doing Form 2, when I was still in secondary, junior secondary, my mother fell very ill. And what was very particular about her illness was because there was another lady who was related to us who had died, I think, a week before my mother fell ill. So in Shona, we say, kutungwa nenyanga, like you are just sleeping, or maybe you are awake and something just hits you on the chest, and then from nowhere you are bleeding and you die. So that's what happened to that other relative of ours. So about a week later, my mother started crying. I think it must have been around 4 a.m. in the morning before we woke up to get ready to go to school. I just heard my mother crying. My father was not staying with us. He was staying in Nyanga. So my mother was crying, my way kani, ndo fo ere, ndo siona ngwari wadikere kani my way kani, my way, ndo fo ere kani, ndo siona ngwari wadikere. Like she was saying, Mother, I am dying. Am I going to die and leave my children young with no one to take care of them? So I knocked on her room. I said, Mama, what's happening? What's wrong? And I realized the door was not locked, so she was not opening. So I got in there and I tried to talk to her. She was just crying. She was crying. She was saying, there's something spiritual that has pricked my heart. I'm dying. I said, Mama, you are not going to die. You know, I was in junior school, but I just said, Mama, you are not going to die. It's not possible. So I asked her, can I go and tell Auntie? There was one of our aunties who was staying not very far from where we were. But then the problem was that outside it was very dark. It was extremely dark, very, very dark. So I offered my mother, can I go and call Auntie to come and see you? She said, no. Then I thought, the way she's saying no when she's in this situation, and me and my siblings, what are we going to do? Me being the firstborn, I had to take an initiative. I went out without my mother approving. I started running. At first I was running because I could see the road. But then further than that, it was so dark that it was very difficult even to see my nose. And there was no, wide road, which has been used by many people, so that you could see at night. And it was along a wire, barbed wire. That was very dangerous for me. And it was very early in the morning. It was dark, but I decided to go. Then I was continuously walking. I just said to myself, whatever happens to me, even if it means I'm attacked by anything, let me die than to see my mother die. So what did I do? I went there, I knocked at my auntie's door, and she answered, and I invited her together with the husband. They came running. They invited other people. Those days we were going to Anglican church. You know, we were not that very spiritual, but at least we had a basis. We knew God. So in no time, the Anglican church people were there. They started singing. They started praying for her. And we were joining in, obviously, praying like mad people. And somebody gave her some painkillers, and she was carried to the clinic. My mother is still alive today, and she's over 66 years of age. Thanks to God for giving me the strength. I believe, among other things that I might have done for my mother, having been able to save my mother's life from the attack of the devil that early morning, it's a great thing, and I thank God for that privilege. And I'm so glad that today my mother is still alive and she's still strong, and we are very close. So Shema TV, thank you so much for bringing up shows like this one. I decided to record a video where I can give my own response. I know I was part of your live, but I didn't give my comment. I didn't get an opportunity to give a comment, and I thought I should do a response video. Thank you so much, Sharon, and the rest of Shema TV crew. All right, I hope somebody is inspired by this video. Bye-bye. Remember to subscribe to my channel.